Good morning, class 10. How are you guys doing? Great. And today's the recording I'm doing for Wednesday. That's for tomorrow. And today's Tuesday, 25th. So you'll be seeing it on the 26th tomorrow. Those who have subscribed will see it as I upload it. So you can watch it there. So I guess everything is fine. You guys are studying well, eating, sleeping, playing, and doing your taekwondo practices. Okay, so that's going to be some physical exercise which is going to help you to keep fit. Whatever exercise you do, even if you do 30 sit ups every day, do it every day 30 sit ups for 1 week. So you'll see there's a change in your body, there's a change in your fooding habits, and there are changes everywhere. So, and I have posted one writing about mother. I had written it long time ago. I had actually collaborated with my brother. He's also no more. He expired long time ago. He's younger than me, but we both had written it together. My mother's death anniversary was on the 17th of August, and so we had written that, and I was going through my papers, my favorite, so many years back papers, and also I found that, and I wrote that, I typed it out and put it on the group to make sure that everyone respects their mother. It's to all the mothers out there who are there. It's a great honor to all you mothers. You have brought us into the world and given us this opportunity to prove ourselves, isn't it? So all respect goes to all the mothers, all the females, all the ladies, all the women, all the girls, all the kids. And this gender is a very powerful gender, the female gender, the feminine gender. So I was a bit anxious and was very thoughtful that how is this going to go. I don't know if I'm going to post it, what will people think about it. But anyways, as long as my ways of thinking in my heart is positive, so that's what's the loss which I felt. That responsibility of which I was thinking. That now I have to take responsibility. Now I have to think what is my responsibility. When that person was not there, I was not so. Sorry, when that person was there, I was so casual. Oh, you are there, no problem. All is going to be taken care of. That means my mother was doing a job. I'm taking my example. My mother was doing a job, right? Taking care of me, feeding me, making me grow up, and she was not paid for it. And we do our jobs casually also. It's a job. We don't take it seriously. A job is a commitment. It's a responsibility. The sourcing of responsibility, we have to think about our responsibilities in life. We have to be proactive on them. We have to make it a priority to chalk out our or list out our priorities in life, out of which my first priority are my parents. It's written everywhere in any religious book, in any author's books or any biographies. Parents are the most important thing in your life. Okay, because I have never seen God, so I had seen God in my parents. So whatever I am today, it's because of them. I am nothing. It's all because of them. So that loss, we have to cover up that loss by doing the things which they wanted us to do in the right way. Then that responsibility comes into us. But a person, when you lose a person, you cannot get it back. It's not been bought in the market. But a ball can be bought. But even though that ball for that person was very important, it had got many connections with it. Sometimes I get a gift. I cannot show it to you right now, but yes, in the next class I'll make sure I show it to you. Last year's, it's all right in front of me. Last year's class 6 had given me class 7, 8, I guess. I don't read. I have just read it last year. After that I have not read it. I have pasted all those cards, which were given to me on Christmas and Teachers' Day. Teachers' Day one is packed up and kept because the Christmas came in and the New Year part. So everything is pasted. It's the memories which I always keep with me, and these things will be there with me for my lifetime till I die. It's very precious to me. If I lose one of these things, it's going to be like that ball. I can buy cards. I can tell someone, okay, give me one card. But that person gave me that card with some thing in that person's heart or mind and thought, and it's very important to me. They took all that trouble to make that card and gift it to me. Cards can be bought with a lot of sayings and lot of, there's nothing much written, only Merry Christmas and very nicely made. Someone has given me two white poodle dogs, put in a packet. That was Nikki, I guess. And few lot of things, whatever small things I get, I keep it. Even I had kept on that food packet you get, those chips or something, and you get those keychains of the boat, and then you get these anchors and all was hanging on my bag. And those are all kept away in my suitcase, I've kept it in my trolley, safe and sound. Whenever I take out, these are the memories are going to happen. So we must always try to think, what are we losing? Before we lose, we have to take the precaution. But things do not happen our way. Suppose we are doing with I'm playing with my best thing, I'm playing with my video, and I have my favorite CD and I'm playing my videos on it, and I have the CD crashes out. I can get CDs, but I won't get that favorite CD. My favorite pair of jeans. Suppose my favorite pair of jeans. I know it's Levi's. I can buy another pair of Levi's, but I won't get that same model. But yes, I have to find out for it. If I order it, it might come in. But that comfort I get from my jeans, I cannot go into another pair of jeans. If I lose it, that's going to be very hard for me. Even if I lose a pen, I feel very bad at times. I do lose pens. I've got this thing. I leave things here and there. Even mobiles. One of my old mobiles are also still there with me, and in Kolkata there are about 7-8 mobiles which are not in use anymore. It's all kept. You stay there. Why should you get lost? Even if I put a paper somewhere, if I don't find it, I get tensed. The meaning of the feeling of loss, I understand a lot. So that's what this poem is all about. And we had done the first part of it, and now it says that what is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over. There it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. He stands rigid, trembling, staring down. All his young days into the harbour where his ball went. I would not intrude him. That means the poet here, John Berryman, is not wanting to intrude into his feelings. Doesn't want to disturb him. A dime, another ball, is worthless. Buying another ball for that, but that feeling is worthless. I cannot go and tell him that. His senses first responsibility. In a world of possessions, people take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes, his epistemology of loss. How to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know. And most know many days how to stand up. So if you don't fall, you won't be able to stand up. If you don't get hurt, you won't know what is the meaning of pain. So you have to have pain to gain. That's why I say no pain, no gain. You have to feel that pain. When you are doing your taekwondo, your glutes are paining, your thighs are paining, your calves are paining, your hamstrings are paining. You get extra tired, but that thing comes out. How did Hertford go ahead and get the championship? Because you guys did it. With that pain, you went ahead. So pain overcomes, gain overcomes the pain. When that gain comes to you, you see that, you feel happy. That pain just washes away. You don't care about that pain anymore. When I work out after 6 months or 3 months, the pain starts. I can't just control. I just can't take it anymore. But once I start and again I see that, okay, I'm feeling good now. Now this is it. Now I'm going to go ahead again. Then that pain goes away. So to get something, you have to bear some pain as well. In the next video.